When 17 lives were taken from a high school in Parkland, Florida, the heartbreak felt especially sharp for students who saw themselves in those victims. And today, thousands of them will stand up and walk out of class, including many right here in our area. Our Abby Larico joining us now live this morning with a look at their efforts. Abby, good morning.
Hey, Allie, good morning to you. So no matter where you're watching this from in our viewing area, chances are this impacts you and the students in your community, and a lot of people have been weighing in. You'll see the comments scrolling at the bottom of your screen there from our Facebook page, KSDK. But this here is Roosevelt High School we're standing in front of this morning, where in just a few hours, students will walk out of those front doors and then gather along the perimeter of the high school, marching in solidarity with students around the country. Now, much like many of the other districts in our area, St. Louis Public Schools administrators decided once they heard about the walkouts, they would station themselves around the sidewalk, making sure that students are able to demonstrate safely. Now, this is an entirely, though, student-led effort around the country. At 10 o'clock this morning, they'll be walking out for 17 minutes, and they're doing that in honor of the 17 people killed in that Parkland High School shooting. It's not the first time we've seen student activism in our area since that day. Students at Parkway High Schools organized a press conference calling for an end to gun violence, and kids in Clayton schools have also walked out of class early. Now, some of the walkouts are planned during study halls or free periods because they say it's not about missing math class, it's about strength in numbers. And this is all in response to an education these students never asked for.
I really don't think I had a choice. I've had this media just coming into my mind since, I grew up after Columbine. I feel as though the students should have a voice, and our voice happens to be through a walkout. And we're really not afraid to make the changes that need to happen. Right now, our focus is safety.
Now, we're going to continue covering walkouts here in the city of St. Louis, as well as Illinois, St. Charles County, around the area throughout the rest of the day on 5 on your side. But coming up at 6:30, well, these students are going to have to go back to class after the walkouts, so we'll tell you what they think should happen after that. Reporting live at Roosevelt High School, Abby Larico, 5 on your side.
Okay, Abby, thank you. Well, some schools are punishing students if they walk out of class today.
The O'Fallon, Illinois Township High School superintendent says the punishment is an important lesson. In a statement, Darcy Benway says, in part, we also support our constitutional right to protest and to engage in peaceful assembly. However, a school walkout protest is an act of civil disobedience. Disciplinary consequences will be administered.
And we want to know if you think students should be allowed to walk out of school in protest. Yes, no, or depends on the cause.